Microsoft 365 Copilot. And that will be the star of our show today. So Microsoft 365 Copilot, this is the premium grade version of Copilot designed for organizations like yours. All right, this is a Copilot that integrates with your Office apps. You know, your MS Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint, your Teams, your Outlook. This is the Copilot that integrates with all of that, and it can do a lot of things for you, which we will be looking at in today's event. For our agenda, we are going to have some amazing speakers come up on stage. The first person is going to be Solomon Ojibo, who is our solutions architect here in Descasio. Very, very experienced with Microsoft 365, and he will take us through a presentation on driving productivity and collaboration with Microsoft 365 Copilot. Very, very interesting. Then secondly, we will have Daniel Ogbere come on stage, who is our technical manager here at Descasio, and he will take us through his presentation, which is empowering leaders with intelligent AI collaboration. These are wonderful topics that we'll be looking at today. After Daniel's session, we are going to have lunch. After lunch, we will return back for Q&A, and then we can close the event. Thank you very much, everyone.
GPT, that you will be told that please, you have to be careful. Don't share your personal details here, because those your informations are exposed in a way. And that's why Microsoft Copilot comes into play. Microsoft Copilot is integrated or in our work, in our day-to-day activities. How many of us make use of Outlook here? How many of us? Almost everybody make use of Outlook, PowerPoint, Teams in our day-to-day activities. So Microsoft is not a new stranger, but rather is something we add to your licenses for those who are working back end that integrate into your workflow, in a sense that it understands your decisions, your business. It gives you decision based on your business functionalities and ideas. So Microsoft Copilot, more or less our day-to-day activities will be trashed out when you are a leader, an IT person, or even an individual using Copilot in your office. All right. So now, as I said, AI Power 2, designed to work alongside you, is inside the apps you already use. It helps you to think, write, analyze, collaborate faster, so you can spend less time in routine tasks and more time in leadership. We have seen a lot of people, okay, you have a lot of activity. Last time, I remember where I was having some kind of assignment. I was told to lead. I don't want to use the word manage. I was told to lead some set of individuals, and they are up to 100 people. And I was told that I need to know each and every one of them. I need to do their KPI. I need to 100 people. And funny enough, I will sit down on my seat for hours, total hour, working, typing. Sometimes you do some dangerous errors and the likes, and that is not funny, all right? But one thing about Microsoft Copilot is going to take the ease and make your work more faster, that you focus on leadership and then focus on what really matters. We're going to see how Copilots can help in regards to Microsoft Teams. Are you aware that Copilots can summarize conversation in Teams meeting? Yeah, funny enough, we have people who have been, I have one of my boss here, he can be in 2 meetings at the same time, simultaneously. Whether you are a machine person or something, all right, there'll be a time that you are going to miss some vital points. But when Microsoft Copilot is integrated to your solution, you can tell Microsoft Copilot, kindly summarize the conversation we have in this team meeting. So Microsoft Copilot will summarize it. In fact, if possible, you can tell him, tell me the action point that is needed, and then it's going to tell you the action point, and then you are going to beat time, and then you'll be able to manage and focus on what really matters. Also, likewise, in your Word, in your Excel, in your Word, before you start writing something, Copilot can suggest what you want to write about. All right. So instead of you starting from start, okay, you know, our daddies those days. I don't know. We have some people like that now. They are very. Someone told me he was coding. He said, please, I don't want to use any AI tool. I want to code. So what am I trying to say is that the Copilot is something that we need to embrace into our workflow, and that will make our work easier and faster. We can see that some of us have already said we are making use of Copilot in our day-to-day activities, and that will make it work for you. And the good thing about Copilot is that we need to drive it as leaders into our workflow. And then when everybody have the sync and understanding on how to use Copilot, then it's with complex data solution, how Copilot can assist you to analyze your information in minutes instead of you spending more time. All right. Often we face the challenge of working with complex data sets, and it takes hours to clean, to analyze, and to make sense of numbers. But with Microsoft Copilot, that process is simplified. You just ask a plain question, and Copilot runs the analysis for you. We are going to see practical use cases. Okay, so the benefit is that you get insights instantly and without spending hours on formulas or pivots. All right, Microsoft Copilot can summarize information for you. Let me tell you something. Like some of us that are leaders or technical leads or individuals using Microsoft Copilot, sometimes have you seen long Excel sheets? All those Excel sheets that will give you headache. There's sometimes you have to have two screen. I don't know. Some of us ask for two screen. We analyze, we spend hours calculating. In fact, there's someone that I know specially that knows all the formula in Excel. You don't need that now. I'm very sorry. More especially some of our OGs that are good in Excel formula. How many of us know Excel formula here? There's some people that are very good. C1 plus, what is my concern? All right. But Microsoft Copilot can help you summarize information. You can ask Copilot plain language. You are given a data and you have Microsoft 365 integrated in your workflow. You can ask the information, do some changes that is necessary, and then you have your workflow. And that is the magic with Microsoft Copilot. And industries that have used Copilot have seen the scaling of their results. All right, instead of spending time on some certain thing, they focus on leadership, they focus on what is just like those who are executive leaders. The time you spend on work sometimes can be tiring, but with Microsoft Copilot being integrated, that makes it to be easier. So you can check about as I show here, say top performing region depends on the pie chart you are using, and then depends on the histogram. You can tell him to design it for you, and it's going to make that split of seconds. You have all your data, you have all your graph, and then you will be able to talk and then focus on what really matters. The goal is to get Microsoft 365 solution added to your workflow. Very important, and that will make work easier, and that will make work faster. All right, and now we are going to look at reports in regards of taking drafts, taking information, as I said earlier. Like with Microsoft Copilot, when you open your Word and maybe you're trying to type something, you can easily ask Copilot. You can ask Copilot to help you okay, to look at what I want to write. You can just summarize what you are trying to do, and Copilot can help you with that.
Whatever thread, whatever back and forth that they've had, I already have it here. And this is all the email thread. So there's an initial concern, who responded, further escalation, what are they said. So this is a summary of everything. All the emails that have gone. I can easily read this before the short time. And then the key action points that are here. Add a day to daily check-in invites. Prepare a one-page summary of the project risk mitigation action points for the steering committee on Friday. Ensure daily check-ins are done 2 weeks. And these are the action points. This prepares me. Already it's even asked that I share an updated Gantt chart if it's not already done. Monitor performance of the two engineers. If I look at this carefully, I'm able to now see what the issues are.